The Native brand. Because they got cameras on them, too.
All right, everybody, what's going on? It's your boy. It's your boy, Jay Banks. I'm trying to set up some new cameras here. We had an update on the... Fuck me, man.
Did it not work?
No. Well, that fucking camera's frozen again.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, I see that. After these messages, we'll be right back.
Hey, you know what, dude? I absolutely love those old school commercials, dude.
Oh,
those old Clay commercials. So every Saturday morning, bro, like I used to play like Saturday morning cartoons in the store, like with the commercials.
Yeah.
And that ABC one was always the one I would pick, bro, because it would be like, you know, after these messages we'll be right back.
I still remember like freeze frame, Fox 19. The one guy, I forget his name, who did the Channel 19 Fox, whatever. It was like freeze frame, and it would show all these, and it would do the song freeze frame with all these different things. I don't know why, but I remember the PO box. It was like PO Box 15946, Cincinnati, Ohio 45215. I was like, I'm definitely autistic.
I mean, that's genius though. Like a jingle to have a direct connection.
Right.
Here it goes again.
Well, I'm live over here.
Yeah, no, they can hear us. The for some reason this camera keeps. I
so much love your music. It keeps me warm. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Let's do that.
Thank y'all. That means a lot. I never know who's really listening to my music and this and that, and so I appreciate that. Definitely keep me posted. If you like something, let me know on my DMs or just comment on a video because I'll see them.
There we go. Let's try that. Still ain't.
So Jay Banks updated their computer and it's all tripping out.
Bro, and it's every single time it happens, dude. Like I'll sit down on the computer and it'll say that there's an update that needs to be done, and you know, typically it's not too big of an issue, but this one here, man, it's not reading any of
It's a big issue.
It's a big issue today. All right, here we go. Still working.
Are we good? Okay.
We're good. All right, man. So, Jordan, I appreciate you coming back, dude. I don't know if you know this, but you are by far our most frequent podcast guest.
Really? I think it's my third time, maybe fourth.
I think it's your fourth, yeah.
Okay,
because it was.
Oh, because I did the one in Dayton.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, those were. You know, we were talking about those podcasts before, man, and those things were a gem, dude. Like being able to powwow beforehand upstairs and then go downstairs and get the podcast going. It was always like my favorite part.
It was tight.
Same thing that happened here. You know, you guys are talking, and it's like, shit. This is podcast talk, man. Like we need to, we need to zip our lips until the cameras come on.
There's so much catching up, and there's so much dead air.
You
know, I mean, like we were kind of talking off camera, is things we're doing a lot of things with in the Beyond the Stage universe, and kind of like blending some worlds, and you know, not only Native on the Levee, but Madison Theater. We're kind of like trying to make some moves there. So just talking about music is kind of what brings us all together at the end of the day, you know, and talking about
art in general.
Art in general, really, exactly. We were talking like past and traveling, and you know, you're not traveling by road a lot. You're traveling actually by sea, and
sometimes,
but it is enough to where we put it in the context of the podcast. What do you think about how people handle you in person on a local level versus when you're out and like, let's say you're at a show.
That's a good question.
Let's say you're at a show and people are drinking, like and local people drinking, know you see a local band, versus someone on a cruise ship where they're drinking and having a good time. How do they differentiate between? How do you do you handle them the same? Like, how's that?
Well, I mean, you're a nobody. When I travel to a different place, I'm once again a nobody.
You got to prove yourself.
It's
every
different.
time.
Yeah, I mean, on the cruise ship, it's like no one knows who you are on day one, and then day two, you're like a ship celebrity, and people will, hey, the piano guy. I'll be in the middle. I was in the middle of, I don't know, like Rome or whatever. I'm like, hey, the piano guys or whatever, and it's like that happens, and that's cool. But like when I'm out at a like in Santa Barbara, I played at this piano bar for 6 days in a row for a month straight. My only day off was Monday. I worked my ass off. And you start becoming friends with the people there that frequent there, or it's just new people every time. Like you just said, you're proving yourself every time. I got back into town, and I went out with my buddy Kurt and Stefan, and we went to go see Brian Sauer's band play and went around here. Actually, we went to the Levy, whatever it's called.
B-list? Or
not B-list, but
Beeline.
The Beeline, yeah. We went to 3 or 4 different places that day, and I knew probably 4 to 5 people everywhere I went. And it was like, it's a great feeling, but it's very strange when you know people everywhere you go, and then you go somewhere else, and you're like, I don't know anybody.
You're a stranger, yeah.
And I keep to myself a lot when I'm out, when I'm gone. I walk around, have my headphones in, and I like shop or like see what's around the city. But when you work as much as that, like that last trip I did was just, I slept every day a lot because I was working 6 days a week, 4 hours a night by myself at the piano bar, which is, people might not know that, because I told somebody that and they were like, people work 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, but they're not singing and performing and taking requests as you're doing stuff. It's a whole nother animal.
Yeah, can you imagine yelling at somebody for 8 hours?
Yeah,
that's a different story.
Yeah, there is like a...
First one.
Okay.
First and third.
Oh, there we are. Well, there is something to the performing arts and how much time it takes to produce something worthy of paying money. You know what I mean? Like,
that's good.
There's like, because like if you work an 8-hour day, you have to work the full 8-hour day in order to get your paycheck. If you leave early, people are excited to leave early when they're allowed to. You know what I mean? Like, it's a big deal. Yeah. You don't leave early per se with music, but you may only play a half an hour to an hour set as a touring musician. You're doing 4 hours.
Right.
But like musicians are out there touring the world with only half an hour to full hour sets.
Right.
And they're making their substantial money.
Right.
So like the art that you're putting there is also on the back end of writing and preparing it, I would say, is part of those hours.
Or memorizing it and all that
stuff. The
stuff.
hours you're putting in there this is just a consolidated focus point. It's like compressing an audio clip when you when you're recording. The compression really makes it so it sounds great in these headphones.
Sure, yeah,
you know what I mean? And that's what's happening, because your career is a show, or a residency. But like that's how you make it. It's a little bit of scarcity, and when you're getting there, you're getting the full experience because you're.
It's like it's part of my it's part of my career. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My career's in all these different directions. That's the one that makes good money, but that's not the one that I set my dreams on. And that's what the new song I sent to Jay, and I have this new song that comes out on February 20th. And this one's different because usually a lot of the times I record, I'm playing all the instruments. We get a drum track from like Splice or whatever it is. This one I got my drummer Jason Melling, who was my old frankly speaking drummer.
Yeah, man.
I got Nick. Awesome. I got Nick Federico, who's my guitarist for my project, and Adam Yust, who produces a lot of my songs now, and we got the full band playing this thing. And the first line, and I wrote it in Santa Barbara this winter after watching the Counting Crows documentary. And I sat down and I was like really inspired, and it was kind of long December-y sounding, but it was also kind of Jack's Mannequin, who's still one of my biggest inspirations. And the first line is, "Nobody told me I'd be living in the middle of an existential crisis halfway through life. But if you asked me in my younger years about my dreams, this wasn't what I saw behind my eyes."
Yeah.
And so it's like, playing cover music at different piano bars isn't my dream, but it is making me accomplish traveling the world and meeting people and performing.
Oh yeah.
So it's kind of my dream. You know what I mean?
The only thing that's missing is the money, bro. You know what I mean?
I got good money when I was
like
playing.
the relentless amount of money.
I got the most money playing recently, my last residency, more than I've ever done. More in tips than I did flat.
That's awesome, man. I mean, but it's going to keep happening that way too, because you're putting in every single day. You're adding a little bit more to the repertoire, and you know, I've said this before on the podcast. When you got that job at Howl at the Moon, like you went from like being this good to being this good. You know what I mean? Quickly.
And I wasn't that good at that point. That's the funny thing. It was like you needed to learn how to swim quick.
Right. Yeah. And that's the crazy thing. And you did. And you know, when you
thank you,
when you see yourself perform, or when somebody sees you perform a Howl at the Moon, if they don't know what it is, like people are just either yelling out songs they want, or they're writing them down on paper, and then you guys just pull the paper right out of the
we just see it in
bucket,
front of us. It's
and
a
then
whole
you're like,
animal,
all right,
man.
we're playing this.
And that's with another partner.
Right.
What I was doing recently was, you know, on the recent residencies, is that my phone's set up for the Venmo. It's just like Nashville, except I'm not giving it to another person. I'm playing. I see what's coming in. I see what's next. I see what has the most money on it, or whatever, or what's going to fit in the genre. I know what I'm playing right now. I'm looking around. I'm seeing what's going to work. It's this whole machine going on.
You're the DJ. You're the entertainment. You're the whole nine.
And the cool thing was I was using a drum machine this time. It's been like a requirement now.
Oh,
and
nice.
so I've got this SR18 drum machine, which I've got a pedal to start it and pedal to stop it. And there's a knob on it that can change the BPM. So I'm like in 150, let's say doing Mr. Brightside or something like that. And then I slow it down to like 90, depending. Maybe I just want to do like a Zombie by Cranberries or something like that. And I can just, you know.
That's dope.
And I'll just go in. I'm like DJing, but I'm performing it all. It was fun.
That is fun.
It was wild, but yeah.
The craft is getting better, bro.
Craft is getting better.
So when you... What Andrew was asking you earlier, like the local thing to like being a ship celebrity, is that how you say it?
Yeah.
You know, when you're out performing these places, I've noticed that you know, you will get if you get a couple days in Italy, like you'll try to book a gig somewhere, or you'll end up like playing at a spot.
No, I mean, I wanted to do that, and my brother's always saying that. He's like, you need to just book original shows when you do these things, so that you can say I'm on tour.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just never got around to doing it. But what I did do was take my acoustic with me, and I have this little Audigo mic that records like fantastic. I can put reverb on it and all this stuff afterwards, and it connects to my phone, so it films it. It's like you saw when I was in Rome and I did like Viva La Vida with the two girls. Like I just brought my acoustic with me. Someone held my mic, and we just played it.
That's awesome.
It was cool. Yeah.
I mean, and you're getting those moments too, man, that you'll never, you know, like you said in the song, like, you know, you're getting to see all these places, and you know, you feel alone, but you know, you're getting to experience what people like set their entire lives to do, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're able to go out there and spend, you know, however many weeks or months on a cruise ship, and you're just exploring, bro. And it's like, I can't tell you how proud I am of you, because like you're getting to do what everybody wants. You know what I mean? You're getting paid to do it. If you want to go to Italy, it's going to run you $5,000.
Right.
But you found the smart way to do it, dude. Like
To get paid $5,000.
Yeah. You're getting the money. You're spending the time on the cruise ship, and you're meeting new people every day, bro. And that's the best part is find a place where you can be a performer, and the company itself brings everybody in.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So like now, like, you know, I don't know if your Spotify numbers have just been creeping up since you've been on the cruises, but I would assume that you're gaining followers across the world without even realizing it.
If we get to know each other well enough where I can do that, then yeah, like, you know. But here's the problem. Not really problem, because it's great, everyone's having fun, especially for a 4-hour show if I'm by myself. They're not going to stick around until I can be like, hey, everybody, now come, follow me on Instagram. I'll say it out loud, and some people do. And I'm telling you, I still am very upset that my parents have named me Jordan with an O, because people cannot find me.
Yeah.
And it's killing me. And the thing is, Like, I am Jordon Frank. That's how my name is spelled. They wanted to make it weird. They named me after the Jordan River, but they spelled it with an O, and that's what they wanted to do. But I don't know. It's like, even when I'm sitting next to somebody and I tell them my name, I go Jordan with an O, they'll still type Jordan with an A.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. And hopefully one day when it's that unique, people will be like, but that's Jordan. You spell it with an O.
Mm.
But until then, I still got to just bother people to make them spell it right.
There is something in there like playing into like on and highlighting the O in like your logo and stuff. And like Jordan's on, he's on this kind of thing.
Oh, that's cool.
You know what I mean? Something like that might really like help you focus in. But I think
Shit.
having the frankly speaking, I know it's not something you've
I moved on from it.
But that
it was good.
That would help avoid that.
Well, that's why I switched it, because I was 40, and at that point, frankly, had already done covers. They'd already done some originals. People really didn't know how to promote us. Then I went to Jordon Frankly Speaking, just because I still was Frankly.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to take all my stuff off Spotify and all that other stuff. And then we found out a way that we could change the name and keep it all. But it was more so because I was booking solo cruise stuff, and I was booking all these piano bars, and they were like, how do we put you on a marquee or whatever? Like, are you Frankly Speaking? Are you a band? What are you? And so that's when I switched it. I was like, I'm a singer-songwriter. That's just what it is. So I am Jordon Frank.
Right. But like, I will say, I don't know if the camera's going to, I will say, the Mountain Goats.
Love the Mountain Goats.
It was one guy.
Is it? He's got a band.
Yes, but it's him.
Yeah.
And he thought it was ironic that he would come out and they would have the Mountain Goats and it would be one guy.
Oh, is that how it started?
Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, and so like,
it was a very difficult decision to do.
No,
and I put it on Facebook. I remember it was just like me asking if I should shave my head. I was like, what do you guys think about this?
Yeah.
Should I cling on to what I have left? This is a good metaphor. Should I cling on to what I have left or start anew? And everyone was like, shave your head. And other people were like, be Jordon Frank.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I'm cool with it.
No, absolutely. And I think it's a great, we did Beyond the Stage under Jordon Frank, right? Of course.
Yeah.
But I could definitely see where that O in.
It trips people out.
Exactly. It's like.
My brother basically said it right, though. He was like, dude, if you're big enough, people will find you.
Yeah.
Correct. But it is a process, because as you're shaking hands and you're meeting people step by step and you're having to have that conversation.
It's annoying.
It's definitely an extra step that you have to take that, someone else doesn't have to move forward. But you're intentional, so that extra step, if you play into it to have something fun with it, it might give someone something to remember about you. So, because it's different. The O-N is different. And like Jordan, I'm O-N here. Like, if you bring,
like that.
There's something there, because everyone is having the same conversations. How can you separate yourself within the elevator pitch? Because you're not always going to have someone, they'll hear your music, maybe 2 songs, but they want to invest in the person, not just the music. Because there's so many people doing cover songs out there, but what makes you different, just based on your travels, that's obviously a part of it, but they don't know that until you speak on it. You know what I mean? And as you step these next steps, these conversations will take place as you grow into newer pastures. You know what I mean? As you grow into it, because like
I introduce myself as Jordon Frank. I'm Jordon Frank. And
how do you spell it?
And then we get to that point, then it's like it's with an O,
that's
and I have to like watch them do it. I'm like, not messing that up.
But when that's what I'm saying. When you say it, maybe every time you spell it out for them right then. Be like, it's Jordan, Jordon Frank.
Yeah.
And then you basically say Jordan, and Jordon is your middle name in this situation, and Frank.
Jordon Frank.
Listen, this might.
Well, I have when you go through your old emails, you're like, I forgot I created an email that's like that. I have an email that says Jordan with an O, because I remembered I was going to call myself Jordan with an O as like the one name artist, Jordan with an O.
That's exactly same thing. This is just a way for you to make yourself stick out every time you have the conversation, and you save yourself 2
Jordan,
minutes.
like I'm on.
Yeah,
like I'm on time, or something.
And then you spell it out for them, and then Frank, and then they're like, oh, you got 2 first names,
right? You
know what I mean? And they'll have that kind of conversation. So. You're just trying to save yourself time in those rooms, Like I always think about the room we did the AI week, the Cincinnati week, and we were with a room with all those business owners for AI, and like in a room with a billionaire, you don't want to take like a
No, you don't want to be an idiot.
Exactly. So you want to make it fast for him, and you spell it out, and then you go to Frank, and he's like, "Oh, an O-N, interesting." He doubled down on that, and that, there's just those things. Because, like we said, we don't. I mean, these opportunities you're getting, they're growing for you for sure. I've seen every time you post, it's
Thank
something new and bigger, and I think that growth is. We talked about like your future there, what we were like kind of off camera, but like I really think there's something with how consistent you are with the mixture of talent and professionalism. That like embodiment, dude.
Thank you.
You can't miss, man. And,
Thank you.
And I think there's alleviating those conversations might help you. Having business cards so they can read it's one thing, but you said you use just the scan card. So
yeah, the scan card just I've got the dot card, and they can just scan it, and all the socials are right there. Mm-hmm. And then in Santa Barbara, they had us any performer, because I was the monthly performer, and there was a guy that played before me every night, from like 6 to 9, and you have to have these sheets on all the tables of your QR code, request, Venmo, and your name. So I got a bunch of those printed out, which helped a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. It's so much better to play out of town. I don't like playing here, but it is what it is.
This is a hard market.
The original scene's great here. The original scene is fantastic. And I don't know. I mean, like,
it's different.
So I'm going to be here all summer. Okay. Other than I'm doing a cruise in August, but because of the psychedelic jam band that I'm in, Cheaper Than Therapy, I chose to really hunker down this summer and work with and play as many as we can. Play at least a show a month with them. Because I really think we got legs and we're really good, and I'm having a good time with them.
That's awesome.
So,
shout out to Ann. She's over here saying how talented you are.
Ann the fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up, homie?
I haven't seen her in a while, bro.
She's always got some surgery that she's doing or something.
Ann, I hope you're doing well.
Yeah, we hope you're doing good.
Yeah.
Sam's here.
Sammy Albano, he's just biting at the bit, dude, waiting to talk.
Talk them Patriots and Seahawks.
Yeah. So you said you're going to be on another cruise in August?
Yeah, I'm playing with a friend of mine named Howl. So Howl is it's so funny how things happen, like especially in the piano bar game and the cruise game, because it's a tight knit. You kind of know, you don't know everybody, but
right.
I played with them, or they played with them, so I played with them, you know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
And Howl and I played a gig that was set up through a company, Shake, Rattle, and Roll from New York. And we played up in like Northern Ohio at some bar. It was nice.
Dude.
And me and her played. She's cool as shit. And it was one of those like, hi, I'm Jordan. Hi, I'm Howl. You got a good vibe. Okay, I'm starting with Michael Jackson. Cool, go. We don't know what we're about to play.
Right.
Never. Typically.
That's awesome.
And so we were just doing great. So after that, like I tagged her on Facebook, and then I tagged somebody else, and then somebody recommended her to work for Howl at the Sea. So me and her are now on a ship together in August.
That's awesome,
yeah,
dude.
So it's cool.
Fucking full circle moment too. Is she from Ohio or just performed
Yeah, she's
out
Columbus.
There? No shit.
Yeah.
All right, Ohio's just full of talent, bro.
Bruh.
Full of talent.
Ohio is filled.
I think people work a lot harder here.
Ohio has started. There's a lot of scenes that started at Ohio. I mean, Ohio is pretty much. I mean, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is in Ohio. So.
Did you see? So I did the podcast with Dane, and we were doing Gen. I don't know. It's not Gen X, but whatever the new generation is, lingo. And apparently Ohio, like, oh man, that's so Ohio, is a thing now.
Oh really?
And it means like off-putting, like not like weird. It's like people are now like, oh no man, don't go there. That place is Ohio.
I can hear it.
Okay. It's interesting.
Yeah, I know. I was like, damn.
What about Kentucky?
I don't know. I think that's.
People be sleeping on Kentucky, right?
Kentucky's fire, dude. Tyler Childers is from Kentucky. Like
Johnny Depp's from Kentucky.
Depp's from Kentucky. Isn't George Clooney? Oh, he's Cincinnati. Or is he Kentucky? He might be Kentucky.
Yeah,
he's Kentucky.
Abraham Lincoln was Kentucky.
I'm sorry. Frickin' Carmen Electra. She's Cincinnati, I think.
Cincinnati, yeah. There's that. You ever see that movie Joyride with Who's the dude from Fast and the Furious that died? Paul Walker.
Oh, Paul Walker.
You ever see that movie Joyride?
No, I heard it was good.
It's fucking good.
Yeah.
So the actor that plays his brother in that lives in Kentucky too. He lives in Lexington. Actually, he's in that new movie Anaconda with Jack
I
Black.
wanted to see that.
Oh yeah.
His name is Steve Zarian, I think. Zarhan, something like that.
Who's the big famous rapper? I forget. He's in Kentucky. Freaking, he's a white dude. He raps. Oh my God.
Jack Harlow.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Jack Harlow.
He's got a place in Kentucky.
Jack Harlow. Yeah. He.
My buddy
Louisville.
fixes like alarm systems and stuff, and he got hired to go to his house, and he like my buddy's just snapping like gold like Grammy records and shit like on the wall in Kentucky. I was like, "You're at Jack Harlow's condo?"
That's crazy.
That's dope.
Yeah. Wild.
Yeah, you ever seen this dude? That's the guy. He lives in Lexington now.
Let me see.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Steve Zahn.
Doesn't look familiar to me.
He's funny, bro. He's hilarious, man. Anyways, all right. So you got, and this is all like, so every time you get one of these Carnival cruise or not Carnival Norwegian, it's all done through Howl at the Sea.
I've been offered other contracts on different ships, but most of them are like 3-month minimum, and I'm just like, my dog's 8. Like I'm not trying to dip.
Right.
I left for a month. I came back. My dog was like, don't even try to pet me.
No shit. So
Oh,
I try not to leave that much. I mean, I'm an animal lover, so it's like I don't. That's the hardest thing. If I didn't have a dog, in a home like with Cheaper Than Therapy doing our thing, I'd probably be in Nashville, to be quite honest with you, because I've got an in with so many people around there to play the piano bars.
Oh, for sure. I bet.
But I'm just not doing it right now.
I mean, speaking of, man, you've got that song "Chasing Butterflies" it's obviously gone viral. You've got millions of views on YouTube with it. And like that song, dude, like anybody that's lost a pet like needs to hear that song. You know what I mean? Because everybody wants to think of their pet as like still running through the woods chasing butterflies, and that slow motion shit that you're seeing in your head. And that song really, when you sing it puts a different visual in everybody's head, which is amazing,
like
right?
I appreciate that.
It's crazy to think that
their bars that they took their dogs to,
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's something that, it's hard to find when you're able to create something that came from your own like trials and tribulations, or your own thoughts, and being able to put it in the paper, and then people relate to it in their own sense. Like, that's obviously one of the reasons why that song has gained as much attention as it has. That and the fact that everybody needs to hear it, man.
It's so wild, man. Somebody got a tattoo of one of the lyrics in Europe, in London. She emailed me and showed me. I was like,
That's
oh my
wild.
God.
Yeah.
And the weirdest thing about this, and this is interesting because this comes back to this question that says, what can you say is your biggest challenge right now as an artist, Jordan? And the biggest challenge, there's two. One of them is dating. But two is knowing, like, wow. Like, what is fame to me? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because people now know that song that I don't know they know that song.
Right.
So, I don't know if you saw when I was in the Poconos, I was playing this piano bar. This girl got up and sang. She requested to sing "Shallow," from whatchamacallit, the Star movie, whatever.
Oh yeah.
"Shallow" with the Lady Gaga. And I go, who's gonna sing it? It's an
yeah.
older lady, and she goes, me. And so she gets on the second mic and she crushes. And I was like, are you in a band? And she was like, yeah, we're playing, the hockey game here in Pittsburgh, whatever. So on the break, I'm talking to her, and I'm telling her my original music, and I go, yeah, I mean, I've got original songs. I go, my biggest one's called probably "Chasing Butterflies," and she goes, I've heard that. She goes, someone sent it to me. My dog died like 6 weeks ago, and someone sent me that.
No shit.
And it was me. You know what I mean? Now, I would have never, I could have walked past that person, and she would have not known who I was and whatever
Right.
it is. But I don't think I realized that song is getting to where it is.
Yeah.
And so it's a challenge to be like, it's a challenge to stay like proud of myself but also down on myself. It's like this thing where you're like, and you're the same way.
Oh, yeah.
Like, dude, I always try to show you, like, hey, look at that native thing. Like, I'm at the Bengals game. This person's wearing a native hat. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Now, they could fucking walk right past you, not even know who you were, because when they bought it, you probably weren't even here.
Right.
But you're the native guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm the chasing butterflies guy. But
Right.
it's like, you could have walked right past me on the street, especially because the video was filmed when I was like, I don't know, it was 2016. This is 10 years ago.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's wild to think like that.
That's wild.
Be humble, be proud, but it's like, don't be down on yourself.
Right.
Am I doing enough? Well, yeah, you are. It's everywhere. You know?
And the song's timeless too, man. Like that's another thing. Like you wrote it 10 years ago, but you can listen to it today, and it's relevant to so many people in the past 24 hours.
Thank
you
you.
know what I mean? That it's going to be on. It's going to be your biggest hit for a long time, bro. Like you can
And
come
it's
out
not
with
a
a
hit.
lot of stuff, right? Well, it's not a hit, but it's something that pulls at every person's heartstrings.
Yeah, it's like a core memory thing.
What
Yeah.
do you think a hit is?
Well, I was talking to a person who runs a huge label. I forget. But I was talking to the PR, not the PR, I was talking to like the VP or something on an email just through a connection. And I asked him, I was like, how do you consider representing an artist? Like what? And they were like, if you get 500,000 spins in your first month, like we won't even consider you unless that's a thing. And that would be a hit. Maybe. But I mean, a label won't even consider you unless you've got that traction.
That's crazy.
Crazy, right?
Fucking 15,000 a day, something like that.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Wild.
Big numbers.
Big numbers. So, just keep plugging away and doing what you can. Like I said, I mean, I kind of have a team. I've got a PR company helping me right now in LA, and an Instagram dude helping me. And that's growing, which is great. But I just got to trust in living my life at 100%. And I can touch on my sobriety. I'm about 16 days sober. I'm 16 days sober today. Again. I've seen myself nearly ruin my career once again in December in the first week, and I won't get into it, but I was like, you cannot manage getting fucked up. You just can't do it.
Yeah.
And I have to be like on the ball at all times. You're the same way. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, I missed an email because I slept in, or I was too fucked up and I couldn't have a conversation with somebody. And especially like the other thing is like, you're known around the city. If you were out and just, I wouldn't say make a fool out of yourself, but you were out of character,
Oh yeah.
you'd feel like, that's not me. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I don't want to represent myself like that.
For sure. Yeah, and that's like I don't even know how I did it, man. 10 years ago, going to the bars fucking 3-4 days a week.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and then I was doing the native thing as a side job when I was working at Scott's Lawn Service. So I was waking up at 6:30 in the
Damn.
morning and getting to work and doing all that shit. But it's there was a lot of moments, and I look back and it's like, bro, you're a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Like, and so yeah, you get to this age too, and you get to the point where it's like, I don't want to argue with anybody. I don't want to have any confrontation with anybody, because at the end of the day, like, if you're gonna mess up 5 minutes of my life, like, I'm just gonna wash it off and then go home and
I told my buddy Buck, it's like, I'm not in the drama business anymore, man. I'm in the business.
Yeah,
I'm not in the
bro.
drama business.
and that's exactly it, man. It's
With dating, with people, with the career, no.
it's got to be tough, especially when you're going on cruise ships. Even if you are faithful, like, it's going to be hard for a girl to be like, oh, my boyfriend's on a cruise ship for 3 months,
Right, yeah.
and he's going to stay faithful.
I'm phasing out the cruises a lot. I like land playing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's an egotistical part of it to me too,
Mm-hmm.
where I'm like, I want the show to myself.
Yeah, of course.
But it's a lot of work. But it's an ego thing where I'm like, on a cruise, it's like, those are the piano people. At a piano bar, it's like, that's Jordan.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
can see that. Yeah.
Oh, who's that? Like, that's Jordan. Jordan's playing.
That's what I was saying. Basically, the fans and the people at the cruise versus the locals.
Right.
How do they communicate with you?
Only a few that I've really hung out with, and we've gone out on the not islands, wherever we're at, hung out, or drank afterwards, or they stayed at our shows and they hung out with us afterwards and met us individually. then I got like a handful of people from different cruises that I'm still friends with. But the majority of people that saw me, maybe they liked my Instagram or followed it or something like that, but that's it, you know. But that's why the solo piano bars are like, it's just me, and that's again, it's an egotistical thing, but it's more money too.
Yeah. What's the one song if you're at the piano bar, right, and you're trying to get the attention, you're like, all right, I'm gonna fucking throw this ace card down the table.
Now with the drum machine, it's been a lot cooler because I can go into like Unwritten by standing on the blank page before you. You know what I mean? I can do that. I can always do Backstreet Boys. I Want It That Way will get everyone's attention.
Oh, that's dope.
1,000 Miles. Vanessa Carlton always gets people's attention.
All right.
Old school stuff like Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting, Elton John. If it's a Saturday, get the people going. Mm-hmm. Benny and the Jets will always bump. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just bump. And everyone goes, oh.
Yeah, it gets their attention right away with that one. Yeah. That's dope. I fucking love that song, bro.
Yeah, it's a great song.
I got to see Elton John at
U.S. Bank.
No, I think it was in Indiana somewhere. And, I heard stories like, hey, get there on time because when Elton, like, if his show starts at 8, it's going to start at 8. And he's going to play the entire fucking time. Yeah. And, like, so I was sitting there waiting in line for a beer, and then right at 8 o'clock hits, fucking music comes on, and everybody just leaves the line to run to their seats. And he started the fucking concert with Benny and the Jets, bro.
Oh shit!
And so I'm like, and I've got front row seats to Elton John.
What?
Front row. And so I'm over there, like, I'm trying to get the beers, and we're trying to get down there, and then once we get onto the floor, the lady's like, you got to stop and wait until the song's over.
No,
like, hell no. No, these are our seats. Yeah. We're getting there now.
No, fuck that.
Yeah. And he literally played for 3 hours straight, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he is a fucking animal, dude.
So I got a story about when things start like that. I was at Bonnaroo, second year of Bonnaroo, 2009. Radiohead was playing. I'd never seen Radiohead.
Oh, yeah.
I decided to dress. I brought a 1970s Adam West Batman onesie.
Hell yeah.
Okay, like the blue and gray.
Oh yeah.
And I am on acid, and with my two friends, and I'm like, when the fuck is this guy? When is this band gonna start? Come on, what's taking so long? And I go, I'm gonna go buy it. I'm getting another beer. And my buddy Adam looks at me. He goes, we're never gonna see you again until the end of the concert. I go, I'll be right back. I took 2 steps, blackout. The band gets on stage. I can't find my friends. I'm Batman, and I'm on acid. And I'm asking people, I'm like, have you seen my friends? They're like, shut up, Batman.
Yeah.
The Radiohead's on. I'm like, I'm not Batman.
That's hilarious.
That is what. So you're just like, these are stories that.
It'll be a good book when I write one.
I was going to say, how do you relay these stories to the common man?
I would not write this book until it's kind of like The Rock. Like, I think he only has 1 book. He might have a second book. But he wrote his first book before he did movies. It was called The Rock Says. And I don't know if he has a second book out, but he needs another one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I won't write a book until it's people want. Why would they listen? Why would they read a book about me?
Do you read at all? Like, do you read books?
Yeah. That UFO book I was telling you about, I got to bring that to you.
Oh yeah, bro. I saw something the other day that said there was a study that if you want to like have a hobby, if you're a male, it's books. Because 92% of women are attracted by that being your hobby.
Oh yeah,
yeah. But I mean, I was at Barnes and Noble like 2 weeks ago, and I couldn't believe how many 18 to 22-year-old kids, 16 to 22-year-old kids were in there, like
That's
actually
great.
looking for books. Oh, dude, it was incredible, man. Yeah. I actually told Kaylin, I'm like, yo, like, take a look around, like look at the people in here.
Used to be just old people.
Yeah, dude.
Buying CDs.
Dude, their CD section and vinyl section is so expensive. It's ridiculous, dude.
Is it?
Yeah, like the how vinyls ended up becoming $45 is beyond me, dude. You know what I mean? When they were able to make them before cassette tapes and all that shit.
In Santa Barbara, there was a homeless dude named Too Tall. Okay, he was fucking tall, dude. And he was at the bar across from where we played when I played at. And I drank a little bit when I was in Santa Barbara. I told you, And so I'd go over there, and he like knew I was a musician or whatever. Somebody told him, and dude just pulls out a freaking Bob Dylan vinyl. He goes, here, I'll sell you this for $20.
Oh shit.
I bought a Led Zeppelin and a Bob Dylan vinyl from this dude
That's
for
fucking
$20
dope, though.
each.
I'd be down for that.
It's a homeless dude slanging vinyl.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Dude, last night I was driving. Look at that. I don't know if we're cut off again.
Yep.
But last night I was driving through Clifton. We just had that snowstorm. I don't know how, like, because the roads are so thin because the snow's piled on each
Right.
side, and I guess I caught very edge of some snow as a car was coming by.
Sorry. I want to see your face. I can't see your face.
Oh, I see. Well, it's tilted.
Did that fuck it up? Okay, my bad. Put it back up.
Jim might have to do that.
Yeah.
No, we're good. Close. Just almost.
Gotcha.
So, but I was going through Clifton, and Clifton, they did not, like, clear the streets at all. Like, I guess they told everyone no one drives, they're just everyone was walking everywhere.
Yeah.
But I was coming down the hill out of Clifton, and that snow caught my tire, and I went into, like, a big, thick patch of snow on the side. There was a car that was parked. I didn't hit them, luckily. And I couldn't get my car out. I used, like, a window scraper to try to get the snow out. I couldn't. And out of nowhere, this guy just pops up, like, out my window, and he has a shovel. And I'm like, oh, whoa. So he's like, no, don't fear me. And I'm like,
Don't fear me.
Yeah, and I was
I'm the old man from Home Alone.
literally. And I'm like, he's like, I want to get you out. I want to help get you out. And I'm like, you need a shovel. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So he starts shoveling, whatever, and then he kept telling me to back it up, go forward, whatever, and eventually get out. He walks around. I'm like, what's your name? Shook his hand. His name is Glenn. Shout out to Glenn. And he's like, I'm homeless. My buddy's letting me stay while it's cold. And so I grabbed as much change. I was like,
Yeah.
I gave him. I was like, here you go. Thank you so much for getting me out, whatever. But dude, he literally came out of nowhere.
That's hysterical.
I was just so focused, and all of a sudden, this person was just here with a shovel. I'm like,
I literally am
man.
picturing the old man from Home Alone. Like,
Right. Oh yeah.
Literally, that's exactly what it was. But those roads were pretty rough. But yeah, it's I don't know. I feel like just people come out of nowhere for whatever reason. The universe is.
I mean, dude,
it's crazy.
people, I think there's more helpers than there's not, and there's a lot of shitty thing going on in the world at all times. But I think the majority of humanity has good morals. I would hope. I think.
I mean, you're seeing a lot of people all over the world. So, I mean, you're seeing different walks of life in
Some asshole Italians, but
you know.
but those are just people. Honestly, I don't know enough because it's like anybody off a port is so sick of tourists that they don't really want to talk to you. You know what I mean? And especially in Rome, everyone's running around trying to get everywhere, and they're like, "Get the fuck out of the way!"
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I could definitely see that in Italy. Like,
Yeah.
you know, they just want their little piece.
Yeah.
You know, you got all these tourists coming in.
Well,
and-
the other thing is I never get a chance to do nighttime stuff because we don't rarely do overnights. So we get there at 8 in the morning, 6 in the morning, and we leave at 5 p.m.
Right.
So I see the daytime people. I don't really see nighttime. There was a DJ playing in Ibiza when I was there, and I really wanted to go, but we just went to a beach and hung out. But I was like, damn, I kind of want to see like Ibiza. Wait, the real way to say it, Ibiza, with a DJ and shit, and see people get down.
Yeah, that'd be
You know?
insane.
Yeah, that's what you got.
Right.
Bucket list.
I had one of my buddies. He was living in Italy for a couple months out there working on a hotel, and he sent me a video of this dude. I don't know if the guy was homeless or not, but he was playing a violin outside of a jewelry store. It was closed. It looked like it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, but like my buddy Ocker, he's like, you're not gonna believe this dude, like, and send me this video, and this guy's playing the fucking Godfather on the violin, dude. And it's like that's like
G.
being in Italy, yeah, and seeing that, and it was like standing outside
That's
of a
really
jewelry
cool.
shop
That is
too that
cool.
was closed. It was like, that's fire, bro.
That is fire.
There was a guy, I was going to this castle in Portugal. It was like, this thing's from like 13 BC. Just rad.
Oh, that's
And-
bro. You get to see the coolest shit.
I'll show you some. It's on my phone still, but it's like this guy. Everyone's waiting in line to get in the castle, and this dude had a harmonica holder to put his microphone in, and it was wireless. And he was just walking around. His guitar was wireless too, and he just walking around to people singing, and it was just like that's what was entertaining us. And around the corner were 3 girls playing string instruments, just chilling, just trying to make their money.
Yeah, that's
you know?
the shit. It's
Yeah.
that kind of tourist trap out there. That's wild, dude.
It's cool, man.
I was I went to Chichen Itza. It was one of those pyramids in Mexico.
Oh, sick.
And it was kind of like that, dude. It was so crazy. Like you're seeing all this stuff from like, you know, BC and all this like Mayan ruins and all this shit. And but you know, right there when you walk in, like the whole place is like there's kind of like an entrance where they got restaurants and shit like that, but then you get into like the desolate of the Mayan ruins. But same thing, bro. Like in that little area where all the pizza places are.
Yeah, the pizza places, dude. Like people, this dude tried. I was buying a belt from somebody, and then I saw like I didn't buy it from him, and I got it from another guy, and the other belt salesman comes on. He said, "No, this is my customer. I'm trying to sell him a belt."
Dude, I've got a crazy story. When I was in Mexico, we were trying to find pot, right? Me and Kaylin were, and everyone always says like, go to the jet ski rentals, like the guys that rent the jet skis, or go to the people that are trying to get you on like the day cruise things. Right. And so we were going to Cozumel, which is on one of those little day cruise things, and so. I got my backpack on. I'm with my mom, Kaylin, my sister, the kids, and I walk up to him like, "Hey, I'm looking for some pot," and he's like, "Oh yeah," quick whistle, and then this guy comes over. He's like, "Come here with me." So I walk with this guy, and we were already talking with the cruise people because we are going to take the cruise, right? So then I'm about 30 feet away, and then they hand me off to another guy that now takes me down the road. So now Kaylin's like back at the cruise thing going, where the fuck is he going?
Yeah. That's always the sketchiest. You have to go around.
Dude, the sketchiest shit. And so this guy takes me into this bar, right? And we walk behind the bar, we walk into the back room, and then we walk into a bathroom. And the bathroom is smaller than me and Andrew's spot here. And he pulls out this little tiny dime bag with like one nug in it, and he's like fucking $100.
Oh god!
And I'm like, no, I need mucho grande.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like I'm willing to pay you.
Get on this plane.
Yeah, I'm willing to pay you, but I need more than that. And he goes, okay, 1,400. And I was like, there's no way, dude. There's no way. I'll give you 300 for an ounce. And so we ended up not doing the deal. And as I'm walking back out, like he's leading me, and he just shakes his head no to the bartender and the other guy, and I'm like, I'm gonna get fucking murdered here, dude. Yeah. Like literally. And so I hopped off the porch, and then I'm just walking back to where Kaylin and everybody were. Kaylin's fucking, what the fuck are you like? I can't believe you. Like I had all of our money. I had both of our passports all in my backpack, bro. But it happened so quick. There was like, I didn't realize I was in the back of that bar until it was too late. Dude. Yeah. You know what I mean? But then, so I ended up finding another guy that brought me into the, one of those places that sell all the different like knitted blankets and all the different, like they got like the bangles and all those different fucking
the Mexican
skulls. So I ended up buying an ounce in the back of that place.
Dude, I'll tell you my craziest story. This is probably my craziest story. One of them. It's up there.
It was brickweed too, by the way.
And what'd you pay?
Yeah, what'd you
pay? I think I paid $150.
Okay.
140 or 150.
Was it any good?
It was brickweed, and it got us so high, dude. It was I've never seen like fresh brickweed before. Yeah. Like you literally had to peel it because it was all just stamped together.
Damn.
But yeah, it did the job, bro.
So all right, I'm in Cozumel. It's just kind of funny you say that. That's what triggered me.
There you go.
So this tattoo that says "I have no fear, I have only love." It's a Fleetwood Mac tattoo. It's from Gypsy. I had a day off in Cozumel, and I'm eating like lunch at this off the port thing in Cozumel. Meeting some girl next to me, like an older lady, just shooting the shit. I'm ripping shots by myself. I'm drinking at this point. And
you're in Cozumel, bro.
Yeah, I'm drinking.
Paradise.
I'm doing shots by myself, and I'm like, I think I'm gonna get a tattoo today. And I think I'm gonna get this Fleetwood Mac thing. And she was like, you should do that. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy some Adderall first though. And so I was just getting tired on the ship, and I didn't want to have cocaine. And so I go to 3 different pharmacies, and they don't have Adderall. They don't sell Adderall at the pharmacies. So I'm like bummed out. I'm just walking down the street, and this guy comes up next to me, and he goes, hey, you want to buy some Oxys? And I'm like, nah, man, I'm looking for Adderall. He goes, come to my tattoo shop. And I'm like, say less.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about getting a tattoo. So I go to the back of this tattoo shop.
Fucking two birds, one stone, bro.
Yeah, I go to the back of this tattoo shop. I'm gonna get very open, by the way. I go to the back of the tattoo shop, and the tattoo artist there is drawing it out for me. And the guy's like, okay, he's like, 100 Adderall for $300. And I was like, I don't want that much Adderall. I don't want that much. And I was like, I want like 5. He goes, why don't you just buy some cocaine then? And I go, why didn't you say that in the first place? And so the guy goes, do you want the bad cocaine or the good cocaine? I go, I want the good cocaine. So the guy goes and gets cocaine. The other guy's drawing my stuff up, right? Comes back with a bottle of tequila. And I look at the guy and I go, you're doing a line before me because I don't trust this.
Yeah.
Guy rips a line. He's fine. I'm like, okay. I rip a line and I'm drinking tequila. Now I'm coked out in this tattoo shop, okay, in Cozumel. And the guy's tattooing me, and I'm talking to him about girls on the ship and this and that. And he's like, oh, let me show you my women after this.
Oh,
and
shit.
I was like, oh, you mean a brothel? And he's like, yeah. So told you I'm getting open. So finished the tattoo. He walks me to this brothel. And I walk in, and this is kind of a full butterfly, chasing butterflies thing. I walk in, and I'm looking around, and I see a girl with a butterfly tattooed on her neck. And I go, I want her. and he goes, I go, is there an ATM here? Because at this point, I'd spent $120 on this wallet, which I still have, a knockoff Gucci wallet, and the tattoo. And I was like, the bartender was like, I was like, is there an ATM here? He goes, no. He gives me a helmet. He goes, come on, I'll take you to one. So the bartender has a Vespa. So now I'm behind this bartender.
No way, dude. In Cozumel.
In Cozumel. Wow. Driving around to go to an ATM. We drive past at that point, my piano partner, this girl who's shopping. I go, hey, honk at that girl real quick. And he honks at her. He's on a Vespa. And I'm like, so we get back to the brothel, whatever. And then I got this half gram of Coke on me now. And I'm walking back to the ship, and I toss it. I toss it in the bathroom. I'm like, I'm not doing that. And I walk back, and the people from the night before who'd seen my show go, hey, Jordan, come drink with us. And, like, I sit down with them, and I'm drinking with their family. And they're like, how was your day? I'm like, uneventful.
Yeah. Not much.
And they invite me to dinner that night because it was my day off. So I went to dinner with them. It was fucking wild, dude.
What a day.
Dude, Cozumel's crazy,
That's a book
bro.
story for sure.
Yeah. Cozumel is a fucking amazing place, dude. We rented some Vespas out there and took them around the island. That shit is so fun, bro.
Vespas?
Yeah, I mean, out in Cozumel, like, you know, you're able just to whip them everywhere, and it's like, doesn't matter what road you turn on, it's paradise. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I lost my cell phone, bro. Like right there where the port is. Yeah. Kayla and I hopped out of our cab. And right away, I look down and I'm searching for my phone. And I'm like, fuck, I left it on my lap. And I look up and there's just 17 fucking cabs.
Screwed.
And I'm like, I don't know which one, you know what I mean? So we're like trying to wave all of them down. Like, my phone's still in here, gone. So we end up taking the last boat back to Mexico. Left my phone there. And so the rest of Mexico, I didn't have a cell phone. Dude. So I put the emergency thing, the lock screen. I just put it in Spanish, like, hey, I just got engaged. We've got engagement photos on here. There's a reward if you find the phone.
You can do that from like your computer?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know you can do that.
So like 3 months later, like Kaylin gets a text message like, I found your phone. 3 months later, I've already bought a new phone. I've already got a new one.
And it was probably dead. How'd they even...
Maybe they charge being able to plug it in, and then when it pops up, it just had that little thing in Spanish.
I didn't know you could do that. That's sweet,
dude. It was incredible, dude. Because like I ended up like sending the guy $300.
Oh yeah.
And he sent the phone back, and like I said, by that time, like I already had a new phone, but all of our engagement pictures, all the pictures that we took from Mexico, like up until that day, you know what I mean? So,
you should not be trusted when you go on your vacation.
Man, dude,
I'll go buy a brick of weed and lose my phone.
Right. That was on the same day too, bro.
No shit, but that makes sense.
Same day. Yeah.
You're ripped off the weed, man. You're gonna lose your phone.
You know what? It was probably the fireball that we were shooting there, man.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like, have you taken a shot of fireball in other countries?
Probably.
I've got photos of what Kane and I looked like afterwards, and we were like veterans of Fireball, bro. But that stuff, it was definitely not chilled. You know what I mean? It was hot as can be, and it was dude, it was terrible. But that's how we started that.
I like how
Cosmo
Fireball
trip
now
off.
has Apple Fireball. It's like they're like, I think people are finally tired of this. We should do a new flavor.
You know, like it's crazy, dude. They like the reason why they're able to sell those in gas stations is because they don't
They're
call
diluted,
it
right?
whiskey. Yeah, it's like cinnamon flavored something.
Yeah.
So there's like if you go to the liquor store, you'll get a different version than you will at the gas
Right.
station.
It's like not as potent.
Yeah, it's like 25% instead of 40 or something.
Gross. I used to live off Fireball. Ugh.
Dude, you know what shot I can't do is a green tea.
Green teas are gross.
Dude, they will make me vomit
Yeah,
everywhere.
they're gross.
Yeah. That
White teas aren't bad. I don't know if you had those.
no.
White teas with tequila.
Okay. All right.
Well,
I used to, you know what I used to love were, I don't know, what was it, Guinness and something, but it was like a,
car bomb?
no, it wasn't, it was like a car bomb, but it tasted like butter pancakes.
Oh, a breakfast shot.
Breakfast shot, bro.
Those are
was
my
it was just
shit.
orange juice in?
Yeah, orange juice and people are gonna be mad at us. It's like
Right
it's butterscotch schnapps.
Okay.
I think.
All right.
With Jameson.
Dude, killer.
Yeah,
It's
killer.
amazing.
Killer.
Did you get the chance to see Alyssa Finley?
I'm not familiar.
Do you know who Alyssa Finley is? Pretty girl. She's like 5'10", blonde hair. She just announced today that she is going to be on Love Is Blind, which I know that you auditioned for as well,
I did.
didn't
Well,
you?
I filled it out. Yeah, I mean, it took forever to fill that thing out.
Yeah.
and my phone, the website kept fucking up, and I had to keep filling it out. And I was like, I don't even want this.
It was like all those Ohio people trying to tap in.
I don't think you know this. Okay, this is wild. Jason Tarnick, or whatever his name is, from who won Bachelor. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm about to fly to Amsterdam. Okay, and as I'm getting on the flight, this is such a God moment. I'm getting on the flight, and my buddy Stevie, who is the GM of Millions, she goes, Jason Tarnick just used Chasing Butterflies in his video.
No way.
And I go, who's Jason Tarnick? And she's like, The Bachelor. And I was like, no shit. So I like DM him. My flight's, I'm literally in the airplane. And I'm like, man, I got to,
Yeah.
this is crazy. So I like DM him and I'm tagging him. I'm having people tag him. And finally he messaged me and he's like, dude, no way. He's like, my bad, man. He goes, I used to download a bunch of stuff for putting just songs I liked on iTunes and put them on my videos. He goes, I found this one. I must have just searched for dog or something like that. And he tagged me in it and he was like, yo, Jordon Frank, thanks for the song. And then his followers started following me. It was a cool thing. And now me and him are like cool. Like I'm messaging about the Bills game and shit.
Oh, that's dope, dude.
Yeah.
Small world, man. And again, it all has to do with that song, man. It's not, they don't need to know who the person is to relate to that tune, right? The same thing when it comes to the clothes. Like a lot of
Right.
people don't need to know who I am to relate to the clothes. But then when you do meet the person, you're like, bro, I want to double down on that dude.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean?
Right.
And that's incredible, bro. Like having those moments, like you don't realize when you wrote that song, you didn't realize how big it was going to be. You wrote that because you were missing your dog, man.
Did you see the video that I was watching The Simpsons again? Because this is my favorite. And it was like, I don't know if you saw this. It was my Instagram post, and it was Bart, and it was before I put the song out. Mm-hmm. It must have seeped into my subconscious. But he goes, no, we can do this. Bart's talking to Santa's little helper. Mm-hmm. And he goes, something. He goes, and then you and Dad can go back to chasing butterflies again.
I saw that, yeah.
And I was like, did it predict it?
Right.
Yeah.
No, bro, that's your future self, bro. Because there's a moment in Step Brothers, right? The movie Step Brothers, when they're putting on those fucking goggles in the room.
Yeah.
He's like, we got night vision.
Right.
There's a license plate sitting behind him from the state of California, and it just says native. And I'm like,
here.
I have seen this fucking movie 1,000 times, and now it's in there. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I'm telling myself like that was me from the future, like going back and
Oh, that's wild.
and
That's
doing
so
that
wild.
little Mandela effect. So that maybe that's your Mandela effect.
Yeah,
dude.
maybe. Dude, that's why. And the Simpsons are I grew up with them. You know, I have Bart and Homer tattooed on my calves.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
I'll show you afterwards.
That's dope, dude.
That is dope.
All right. Well, what else you want? Do you want to talk sports at all? Is that something
we
we're trying to
should.
get into?
Yeah, we can do
Let's
it.
mention the Bills. So we have we're down to the final two. He is going off his own live. Thank you for tuning in. So we got the Patriots and the Seahawks. That is the Super Bowl, which, you know, for me, I'm a Rams fan and a Bengals fan, so I'm not necessarily a fan of either team. But I gotta say, the Patriots were like 4 wins last year to turn around and be in the Super Bowl.
Crazy.
And then
Were they 4? Oh, they were 4 last year. Yeah.
yeah, and then that's the craziest turnaround.
I'm just tired. Here's the deal.
Sam Darnold.
I'm tired of LA winning. LA, the Dodgers won. The Rams beat the Bengals in the Super Bowl. I'm tired of it. Like, give another city a chance.
Well,
Dude.
the Patriots have won so much, so
Right.
Right.
That was a Brady thing.
I know, and it's like, how are they already back, bro?
It's cool that their coach is a former player.
Young player. Yeah, Vrabel.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really cool. That's really cool.
I think Drake May, being as young as he is, they can put all that money into their rest of the team.
Yeah.
And it's like someone like Stephon Diggs is getting an opportunity to play in the Super Bowl. You know, he was for the Bills and watching all the other teams win, you know. But I think the fact that Drake May is so young and had such a good season, really just the whole thing with the Patriots, they can put all their money where the defense is. They're all, because both teams, both the Patriots and the Seahawks have solid defenses, and that's, I mean, we're learning that with the Bengals. No defense means no playoffs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's.
No, like I told you before, it's Sam Darnold. I think it's so funny because he looks like a super trooper. He looks like Favre from the Super Troopers, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm like a large Favre. I can't look at him like, what's your name? Not a cop? Like, with your mustache. Yeah, he's baller, dude.
He's balling, bro.
Yeah.
He's balling.
I saw something the other day about the fucking LA Dodgers basically not filing bankruptcy, but they're fucking. So apparently the owners are getting divorced, and the wife is saying, like, you know, I put a lot of time and effort into this, so she's going for half. But now they've got the husband's like struck some deal where they're gonna be doing like a TV show where they're gonna be making like $59 million a year on this TV show. So now it's like offsetting the cost of what they've had to pay Shohei and fucking a couple other players. But
Shohei's worth it.
yeah, I mean, but they're gonna get Cruz too, bro. They're gonna get Ellie De La Cruz.
Yep, he's not gonna.
Wait, he's not coming. He's not gonna stay in Cincy?
So he's got one more year on
Declined.
his contract.
He declined an extension though.
But they offered him the highest paid salary of any Reds player in history, and he turned it down. And he's already told like the news that LA is his city.
Damn.
So
He's gonna join the Dodgers.
it's only a matter
They're
of
just gonna be
time, bro.
unstoppable.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, dude. Is like, you know, it used to be the Knicks, or they used to be the Yankees, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
that would just buy the World Series.
Now it's the Dodgers. Well,
I
actually,
don't fucking.
Coast to
Baseball is
coast.
just not my thing, and the deal is like
Too many games, bro.
a lot of games, and our team just can't do it. Like, I don't know. There's too many games. I love football. Football is 16, 17 games.
One game a week, bro.
17 games, 1 bye week. That's 18 weeks, and people could do more. they could do more. I mean, that's the thing is about the NFL owns a whole day of the week. It
Yeah.
owns Sunday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we see
And Monday.
We see sales fluctuate when the Bengals are playing. As soon as the game's over, people start coming on and to the levee and flooded as they walk across the bridge.
Yeah.
When the weather's not crazy, but
Right.
it owns Sundays where Major League Baseball is like Tuesday games, Thursday games,
and it's
Friday
cool.
night fireworks. But
It's cool because like, what a good date and what a good fun thing to do with your family and things like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But are you
and
watching?
that's what's cool.
Are you watching on TV?
Right. Sometimes, but not rare. Rarely.
Right. But you're looking forward to the football Sunday. You're definitely watching some kind of football, unless you're not a fan. But like, if you're a sports fan in general, you're sitting down Sunday at least trying to catch a game. You're checking the score on baseball.
Yeah.
See what they did, like what
That's
they
a
did.
big difference.
You know,
Yeah.
that's the difference in them. You're checking the score, like what did the Reds do?
Right.
But there are people that watch, of course, but numbers have definitely dwindled. I mean, that's why they added the pitching timer.
Yeah.
They have to speed the game up because like people don't want to sit.
Made
through
the
a 4-hour
bases
game.
bigger.
It just made it more challenging, and NFL has made it more entertaining.
I might be singing the national anthem this year, which is cool.
What?
Really?
Yeah, I'm talking
Okay.
to somebody who's. We were talking last year, but it was too late in the year for me to get it, and I circled back with them. I was like, hey, I know All-Star thing just happened or whatever, Reds Fest, and I was like, just circling back to see if I can, if you guys are looking for people you had needs. Like, oh yeah, he's like, I remember you. Like, oh, we haven't figured out who's singing national anthems yet, but when we get to it, I'll touch base. Just kind of keep bothering people about shit. You know what I mean?
You need to, bro. Yeah, you need to keep it on the front of their mind. You know what I mean? It's not. You don't have to take it to take it to heart because there's so many people that are all fucking tapping in trying to get that one position, right? So being able to
and also just like I think there's a thing about a go-getter versus like I don't know, a go-sitter. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like, you could be really talented, but if you're not bothering people about and not bothering, but like, hey,
reminding them.
There's a thing like there's a thing about like you like Native, Jay Banks, Andrew Eisler, Beyond the Stage, Jordon Frank. I don't care if you've never heard my music, but you might know my name.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's 75% better than if you've if you've heard of the songs.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
You
Word
know?
spreads fast. It's recommendations. You know what I mean? Like when you're moving, people see that and they're like, "Oh, I respect that. Let me speak his name or speak their name or whatever the case may be." And that person's like, "Oh, you're trying to put them on. I trust you. I'm going to take it."
Yeah.
Then they check it out like, "Oh, my good friend over here suggested this guy. I want to suggest him."
Exactly.
People have pride in being first to something.
True.
And they're
True. Yeah. It's like I found this band. You got to see them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
That's funny you say that. People have pride in what they find.
they do.
That's really funny. Yeah, that's
It's
so
the
good.
truth too, man.
I know, and it's like better get to them now because when they sell out, like
yeah.
it's really funny.
It's a real part of artist development as you're like understanding where your strengths are. Like the certain people that are going to come to the show. You probably see enough shows. Do you know what a traditional Jordon Frank fan is looking for? When you see them, you're like, I know this person loves this song. It may not even be Chasing Butterflies. They might tell you every time that they like this side song because that's their song, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
And they'll see you play here. They might see you play in Mainstrasse and then see you play somewhere else.
Right.
And they're going to flex that they see you at Mainstrasse because they saw you prior to this show at a new location. They traveled for that. So, like, you're connecting these dots without even realizing
100%.
you're connecting dots. People are just following because you're a beacon.
I kept this one. They used coasters in Amsterdam to write the request on. That's just what they did.
Coasters.
Yeah, well, the piano bar like just throws them all away at the end of the night. And there's like thousands of coasters they have,
That's
and
so
they
dope.
write their request on it. And somebody wrote, I forgot about it, and I was looking through my old bag, and it says, "We really hope you get huge one day."
Hey.
And I kept it,
Yeah.
and it's like a cool like connect the dot icon thing.
That's sick. Yeah. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
I mean
Yeah.
that's how it goes, man. You don't realize, every day that you're taking a couple steps forward, but then, you're grabbing these people that, are hoping or they see something in you and they're either they're wishing for it or they're like, just like Andrew said, like I seen him in fucking Covington before
Yeah.
he was huge. You
Right.
know what I mean? So being able to, because at the end of the day, you're going out and performing, and you're not, you might be so focused in on playing the songs and making sure that everything's good that you're not realizing that all these people are just connecting the dots, and they're going to start following you from place to place. Even if they don't know the name or the song or vice versa. It's just one of those things where, people end up falling in love with the person behind the act. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very well said.
And that's what the point of Beyond the Stage is, because the whole point is to highlight Beyond the Stage. What
Right. Yeah, that's the name of it.
that was like that's the whole point, because that's what we do with the podcast. Because this kind of content and this kind of media is like allows them to get to know you. Like you said, you were stripped down earlier by saying you went into the brothel and the whole story, but like that is a journey of a realistic musician.
Yeah.
Because like
Something.
well, there's a lot of green rooms that crazy shit happens in, and I've been in plenty of green rooms when, some of these people out here doing unhinged bullshit, bro, and they are having a great time, and they could care less about what someone thinks of them because they're they made it.
Yeah.
They're making
Right.
money off their music, and they're
Right.
able to do whatever they want. You know what I mean? And there's some freedom in that when you get there might be not freedom in your schedule, but freedom in like what you do with your art. Because like once you've made it and you're able to do what you want, you get to do those
Right.
crazy adventures. You're paid to do, and now we're paid to film it and live stream it because now that's kind of a requirement in the artist world is the filming of things.
And I think what you just said too about like people want to see, like there's so many times I'm on Snapchat and I'm looking at like interview videos or people like their last meal. I don't know if you watched that. The guy who gives it like someone, famous person, like it's their last meal. So they tell them what they want for their last meal and they have these chefs make it and they interview them during it.
Oh, dope.
And it's super cool. And I love hearing real like people talk about like who they really are. You know what I mean? Not just like that's a musician and that's the music they do.
Right.
What about them?
Right, 100%. I've been seeing, Caitlin's been watching this recently. It's like this Asian lady that's trying weird things that celebrities like.
Oh,
And-
really?
Yeah, and it's just like one of those things, man, where it's like cut behind the cloth where, you know, I don't know if it was Will Ferrell or somebody, but it was a peanut butter sandwich with marshmallow fluff or something.
Oh, that's like an English thing, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, something like that.
It was-
They
I mean,
put
that-
cheese on their peanut butter and jelly or something like that. They do some weird shit.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do that.
Some
I'm a
dairy-
texture guy, man. I don't.
Yeah, that's why I don't like mushrooms.
Yeah, I can't do them either,
They're
bro.
gross.
Can't do them either.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That is fun.
Well, we'll eat the regular, like the trippy mushrooms, but
Yeah.
they're still gross.
For sure.
You gotta eat them on something. Put them on a Jimmy John sandwich.
Yeah, peanut butter.
Yeah.
I ate them with a smoothie when I was at a festival. That was decent.
So how often do you play in festivals? Are you
Just with Cheaper Than Therapy.
Okay.
A little music, yeah.
I got you.
Man, we were just talking about Bunbury the other day, dude.
I miss Bunbury. I was
Miss
supposed to play it
Bunbury,
on
man.
fucking COVID.
Which year?
The COVID year.
Okay.
So I was on Bunbury and I was at Bellwether. I was on it like as a thing.
That's dope.
And I would have been side stage, like, you know, solo dude on the
Doesn't
right side
matter.
at Bunbury, but at Bellwether I would have been like on a stage. And
Is Bellwether in Louisville?
Both are-
no,
stages?
it was Northern Ohio.
Oh, okay.
Nathaniel Ratliff was headlining and Watchtachi and some other upcoming bands.
Yeah.
Like and I remember looking at the comment because I was Frankly Speaking was on it, and it was never look. You know when people, other celebrities like never look at the comments, and like I looked at it, I was so stoked, and I looked at it, and somebody put the meme up of Saturday Night Live with Keenan going, "Who are these people?" And I was like, "Aw."
Come find out, bro.
And then COVID happened, and then it got shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you have to. You can't play in front of 100 people until you play in front of one. You know what I mean? And like, who are these people? Show to the show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that is the entire point of playing that festival because it's gonna get new eyes on you. So when someone says something like that, you just comment like, "That's the point."
Yeah, that's the point.
Or like
I got on here.
Or like the more you know.
Yeah.
of me.
yeah.
Put the more you know me on there.
But I was labeled as Frankly Speaking at the time, so I think it worked out the way it was supposed to. You know what I mean? Who knows?
Jordon Frank, Jordon.
Yeah.
Frank.
Always on time.
Nice. Yeah, I just you're at this point in your career where you could go either direction, like you were saying, like you're doing less water, more land, and I think that's a mature way of looking at it as an artist, because a lot of times artists want to keep pounding the pavement where it's worked or where they want it to work. You're kind of following your heart. You know, it sounds like.
This sounds so, I don't know, braggadocious, but it's just stuck up. But I'm really tired of the Mediterranean. And this is going to sound bad, but I'm tired of traveling to the same places.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about like the cruise that we're doing in August is all Caribbean, 5 days in a row. It's a 5-day cruise for different people every 5 days. And like, dude, I can get down with that. But the thing is, people don't want to. People party when they're in the Caribbean. They don't go out sightseeing and seeing all these, you know, like the Leaning Tower and all this stuff. They're tired when they come back. They don't really want to go to our shows all the
yeah.
time. They don't stay the whole time. In the Caribbean, it's like we're drunk all day and we're ready to keep going.
Yeah, I took a cruise a long time ago, and it was on like the Princess, whatever, like that line was, and I think we went to Jamaica, but it was like their own like part of their island. So basically, like they told us like you're not going to want to leave this area.
Yeah.
Like don't fucking like this. We made this for you guys, and don't venture off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Did you?
no, but I heard you can buy like an acre of beachfront property for like $2,000 over there.
No shit.
Yeah, and so I was curious, but it's like, man, for $2,000, like there must be some wild shit going on over there
Yeah.
that no
Right.
one knows about.
Right.
No one knows about. No one's talking about.
Norwegian
Yeah.
has their
Not
own
giving a
island.
tourist.
A lot of the ships have their own part or island.
It makes sense. It makes a lot of sense, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to drop off I don't know how many people are on a cruise ship.
5,000.
5,000. So you don't want to drop off 5,000 people and let them go spend money otherwhere, right?
Right,
You want
right.
them to buy your liquor and have your beachfront fucking whatever your tiki.
You're just taking the
fire
cruise line
pit.
and put them in your own little.
What's funny
off
though,
cruise line area, like
the
a
burgers,
circus.
the burgers that they have on the ship, the buns are terrible. I hate the buns on Norwegian, and I
Why's that?
love cheeseburgers, man.
What about the buns? Do you not like the food?
They're hard and they're just not good. But on their private island, they have like new buns that they only bring out for their private island. It's so stupid.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
My buddy I was playing with, he goes, "You're gonna like these burgers. They have different burgers here on the private island." I was like,
Dude,
"Why?"
that's one of the best
Why?
parts of a cruise ship is the buffets, man. You can just eat whenever the fuck you want.
Dude,
Eat whenever you want.
I'd
Fucking eat as much ice cream as you want.
yeah. The crepe station, like just crazy shit. I didn't know. So I was on for the first ship I was on was 5 weeks, and after the third week, I was like, "Wait a minute, there's an ice bar on this thing." Like,
Oh, shit.
And so you go in there, it's freezing. There's they switch bartenders every like hour, and like it's an ice bar.
Go warm up.
It's an ice bar. You have to like wear a protective shit, and they make you shots
Out of like ice
out
glasses.
of ice glasses and
yeah.
ice everything. Yeah. I was like,
It's-
"This is on the ship."
It's literally that's crazy to think that they've like got that whole room refrigerated to the
Yeah.
point where you can just keep everything as ice.
It's insane.
That is insane.
Yeah. I was in Vegas and saw one of those places.
Yeah.
We didn't like go in and drink. They were just like they would show you. It was over by the link, like where
Oh, yeah.
that little promenade is. But that's wild to think, man. They can put that on a cruise ship.
It's just so much stuff.
I wouldn't have believed them if they would have. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
yeah,
like
yeah.
okay, all right.
Yeah.
And then third day in, you're like, wait a minute, you're serious?
Yeah.
All right.
Third week.
Right.
It's
That's
like, where have I
hilarious.
been?
Oh man. So what was the craziest or like scariest moment of being on a cruise ship? Because there's got to like
Nothing.
none of it scares you, like not being out there in the
No.
ocean and looking
I'm
around.
always
and
looking for
seeing
UFOs,
nothing.
man. You know me.
Oh yeah.
Every time I get done with the gig, I look. It's pitch dark, and you
Crazy.
You can only see like maybe a light from another ship.
And it's the craziest feeling, dude.
Yeah, it's wild. And I'm always like, where are the UFOs? I don't see anything.
Yeah.
But I've definitely looked over because I've got these snap memories, and it's just me leaning over the ship, looking at the black darkness.
Yeah.
And it's scary as shit. It's just in your head. You're like, gone.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I
Gone,
mean?
yeah,
you
gone.
fall, you're gone. I don't know. It's
Crazy
I
to think
always
how
adapt.
big that water is.
I always
too.
adapt to wherever I'm at. I'm like, oh, I'm in Amsterdam now. Okay, I'm in here now.
Yeah.
I'm here to work. I'll meet these people. Especially when you're drinking, it's easy. But, like I said, I keep to myself. I'm just kind of like a Alice in Wonderland walking around like, kind of thing.
That's how it should be, though,
Yeah.
man. You got to take in all the experiences. We talked about it last week on the podcast about memories and how as you grow older, it feels like time is just flying by. And I heard a story that said the reason why, I think it was Neil deGrasse Tyson that said it. He said the reason why when you were younger, it felt like time took forever is because you were making all these memories. And now as you're an adult, you're doing this 9 to 5, you're going home, you're cooking dinner, going to sleep, getting back up,
Social
going
media.
to work. And you're not creating memories. And when you don't create memories, the year seems like it flies by.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like that.
I spent 3 hours playing Madden yesterday. Like, what? But I guess as a kid, you still played video games, but you were with your friends. You're playing, that was some of my favorite memories is building above ground pools and getting done early enough so we could smoke weed and play Halo 2.
Right.
That was it. Or
Yeah.
Halo 1, actually.
Right? Fucking wild, dude.
Well, there's a lot of. I mean, as much as video games get hit, there's a lot of benefits to those when it comes down to social interaction.
Friends are friends on that shit, man.
Exactly. We're in this era where now video gamers are on Twitch making money. There's jobs in there. But there was a time when they're like, oh, video gamer, nerd, blah, blah.
Right.
Those days are long gone, I feel, just because the way the internet has changed how everything functions. You know, I mean, literally when I hop on, when my daughter jumps on YouTube, she's watching other people play games and talk it.
Right.
Mostly just little girls that are just playing some games, whatever. I try to keep her from watching anything Roblox, but Roblox is like people just play that game and talk their way through the little environments. Like,
I've watched someone beat Zelda just because like I gotta watch someone do this.
Yeah. That's
so
hilarious.
it's like the adult version of doing what a kid does. I'm like, look at it, just beat the sewer fucking part of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
The hardest part, yeah.
yeah.
He just disabled the bombs in like 5 minutes.
4 minutes and 27 seconds because you only get 4:30.
Is that what it is?
Something like that, yeah. It's crazy. You have to be so perfect on that, dude.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I love how you know what I'm talking about that that fucking game.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I mean, that's where your stress level started, was playing that game.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Especially being, 8, 10 years old, something like that, trying to play that game.
Lion King was hard too, and that was a great game.
That was a hard game.
Yeah. And Aladdin, I couldn't get past the lava.
The Sega Game Gear was Lion King. I played that was tough.
Game Gear.
The Game Gear.
Yeah.
I had the Game Gear, and Lion King on that one was so hard. There's one that I just couldn't get by. But then the baseball game was so fun as long as you used Frank Thomas.
Oh, Frank, yeah.
The Big Hurt.
Yep.
Big Hurt.
If you just swing the bat, it was a home run every time.
Yep.
You just win the game.
His bat was like that thick.
You still haven't made an Andre Agassi native. We talked about that 2 podcasts ago.
I need to do it.
He
dude.
is like attitude. He's the attitude.
Did you know that his hair was a wig back then? I fucking blew my mind, bro.
Dude, read his book. It's called Open.
All right.
He was addicted to crystal meth and
Really?
shit. Oh, yeah, dude. He fucking... Like, I don't know if you remember when he was here and he got beat in the first round in like 2 sets flat. He was on crystal meth.
Custom stickers. Yeah, we are at Newport on the Levee. Appreciate you asking.
Yes, we are. On the levee.
Yeah, man. If you make an Agassi thing out, that shit's... Especially for the ATP when it comes here.
Yeah, for sure. I need to make sure that it's got the Reebok pumps, like that style photo, bro.
I have those.
I had the orange ones, not the tennis ball green ones.
Yeah, that's what I have.
The tennis ball green ones, or
Yeah,
the orange?
they're blue, white, and yellow.
Oh,
I think.
fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. No, I don't have those. I used to have those. I have the Agassi pink. They're not Reebok pumps, but they're the pink shoes. I don't know. I'll take a picture of them. They're sick.
All right. Yeah, he was a fucking master back in the day.
He was my
dude.
idol. So went him and then The Rock. And The Rock's still my idol. I
All
have 2
right.
idols, Agassi and The Rock.
That's dope. My idols are Pee Wee Herman and Frank Sinatra.
No shit.
Yeah. Kind of makes sense, right? When you look around, see the store.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's wacky at Pee Wee's Playhouse.
Dude, I'm telling you, bro. Every Saturday, I would write the magic word down on my little chalkboard.
Yeah.
And every time somebody said it, I made sure I fucking screamed, bro.
He was great in Derek For Real and Blow.
Oh yeah,
He was incredible.
Derek fucking for real.
Derek For Real, fucking for real.
Those nugs that he brought back, bro. I was talking about those last week.
I would say.
Yeah, I was like,
the things. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. My buddy was like, oh, those are called this and that, and he's like, those things like that. That's where it's really at because you want the fingers.
Oh,
and I'm
for real?
like, yeah. He's like telling me all these different things on the weed. He's like, a nug. He's like, if you get a tight nug, it's overproduced and things like that. But if you get a nug that's got fingers, where it's like a nug and the nug on top of the nug, he's like, that's when everything's grown perfectly. He's like, you're not using like growth enhancers and shit like that. Yeah, I'm trying to learn, bro. We're actually he's trying to get me to do a marijuana podcast. So where we try.
That weed shirt you have is sick.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Smoke friend.
Smoke trees, not friends. Yeah.
Smoke trees, not friends.
Smoke trees, not friends.
But yeah, he wants me to do a podcast where we test out all the stuff from the dispensaries, see what we like, taste the notes.
It's like the
how it makes you
water thing
feel.
you did.
Bro, that got so much attention, dude.
I mean, fuck, that was sweet.
Yeah, that water thing was it got like 12,000 views like right away, and then I had like some Kagan water company like
No shit.
calling me. Yeah, they were trying to put a Kagan water system into my old store. And they were like, we've already done the analysis, and we see how many people jog across this area. So we want this to be a place where, you can sell the Kagan water. And I'm like, so how does that happen? He's like, just you got those big 5-gallon jugs. I'm like, no, dude, I'm not going to be selling fucking 5 gallons of water out of my store.
It's so interesting that like you can put up a new shirt, and I'm not saying this happens, but it's like you put up a new shirt and your engagement can be okay.
Mm-hmm.
You put up an interest, a thing about let's try these waters, and it blows up.
Yeah.
I mean, one of my biggest videos, just like little reels I put out, was me, because I started realizing that I watch that stuff. It's so oversaturated with how good musicians are that I'm like, whatever, okay, yeah. I'll watch them, but I mean, like, if it's funny, I'm definitely gonna watch it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's got to be under 15 seconds, otherwise, and that's just how it is.
Yeah.
And I have a video about like, this is a shout out to people going through seasonal depression. If you feel like getting back with your ex, don't do it.
Nah,
and I got to check out my music, and it was like 10 seconds, got like 5,000 views.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean that's the thing, man. You got to find stuff that people want to reshare, without feeling like they're solidifying like on Instagram you've got that little tiny square thing now, that the arrows that go around in a complete square.
I don't think I've seen that.
So you can either like it, or retweet it, or you can just do this thing now where you're resharing it into your algorithm.
Oh.
And so that is like that's like mafia thing where it's like he's not a friend of mine, right? Like that's the way that I look at it. If I'm resharing something where I've got to put a caption on it, now I feel like I'm vouching for this guy.
Uh-huh.
But that little square, those 2 arrows that just create a square, you can just hit that, and now
it might go into my followers' algorithm.
It's if you post a video and I hit that little square thing, now your video is going to be shown to my followers without me having to repost and then say, check this guy out, right? So it's like on a lot of the things that I've tried, I've put an arrow down like right at that little square, and it just says share this. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to figure out how to get it out there, because
that's good to know.
Yeah, and it's neat because when you see those, you'll see like my face and a little small bubble in the corner. That means that I just reshared that like that instead of like
sending it directly to somebody.
Yeah. And it's just like the outreach is like, to me it seems like it's a win-win. Like we just got to figure out how to get people just to hit that one small button right there, because once they do, now all of your music's getting shared to my friends without me. That's even
so cool.
It's not Jay Banks and then your thing. It's just like, oh, who's this?
Right.
What's this?
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's an added feature on
When did
Instagram.
that happen?
Maybe 2 or 3 months ago.
Okay.
Something like that. Yeah, it's valuable, man. And I use it. I use it all the time. Every time I'm slapping that thing, trying to.
It's that thing. Did you see that before? Like the arrows. See, like that third one of the 4.
Oh, the recycle.
Yeah, it's like a recycle button.
Heard.
So I like using that because it's like I said, like you don't have to vouch for this person. It's not like I'm saying, hey, come check out this dude's music. It's just getting put into.
You might see it on their feed.
Yeah, just as you're scrolling.
That's great.
So, you got to find something good like that. Just like you're saying, just that 10-second video that's like, don't do it. It's
Jimmy Klepper. I don't know if you know who Jimmy is, but you should, because he's.
I think I do.
He's just incredible alternative folk. I would say. What am I thinking of? Not alternative, but Americana singer-songwriter.
Okay.
He's incredible. He was in See You in the Funnies. He's the lead singer of See You in the Funnies.
All right, yeah.
So if you ever went to Afro Man doing his Christmas show, they were the band that played before him.
Oh, dope.
But he started doing animal facts. He was like, "Did you know that the elephant?" Da, 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 da? And he goes, "If you like that, you might like my music."
Genius,
just
bro.
animal facts.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm learning, and this is great.
Right. Once that pops up 3 or 4 times, you're gonna be like, dude, I got to check out this guy's music.
And he plays the song afterwards. It's like Jimmy Klepper that plays his song.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with elephants.
Nothing.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's that 3-second grab, man. Like people's attention is so short now. It's like they got so much stuff they could watch. You know what I mean? And actually, I was telling these guys earlier, man. I was on Netflix last night, and they've got a whole podcast section now. So like the tables are turning, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I can kind of see it too. Like Netflix, like they're starting to put out some bullshit, dude. You know what I mean? Like there's so much consumption going on Netflix that they're just like,
yeah,
we'll put it on. You know what I mean? And like a lot of the things that are hitting the top 10 aren't even in American language, you know, or are fucking trash. And it's like, how did this even make the top 10?
You know what's interesting? The weird thing about subtitles is that, do you notice now that you're like, if this doesn't have subtitles, I'm not as interested in
100%.
And it's like so weird how that happened. And now if you don't put captions on your video, you're not going to get half the shit that
Literally
you
half.
think. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know what it is, man, because I do the same thing. It's, you know, I don't know if it's not wanting to have the sound on in front of somebody you're sitting with. You know what I mean? Like,
I think it's this. I think it's because when people were looking at their phone and they're in like coffee line, let's say, and they are reading the captions, they'll give it a like because they don't want to be loud,
right?
Because they're looking at their phone. So it started to become that, I think, where it was like, well, there's still people are getting more likes because people are busy. They don't want to have their volume up, and they're just liking shit.
Yeah, I mean, you're standing in line at Starbucks and you hear some fucking voice pop up on your phone. The first thing you're gonna do is swipe out as soon as you can,
right?
Or
I'll watch comedy with
mute
subtitles on, and then I'll be like, yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I make sure we have captions on with all the Beyond the Stage videos.
You have to now.
You have to. I mean, I'd be like for the one with Willie Cauley Stein, I was like, make sure they're blue and white.
Yeah.
I was like, make sure those captions are that. Like, I know the people watching that are going to be like, you know, Kentucky's, they're going to see those colors. But like,
You're more reading than you are looking at anything.
Exactly. And like, if he's saying things you don't fully understand what they're speaking, at least you know what's happening. And there's like some precision happening.
But I also think that's good because like your people, young people are now, you got to spell right. You got to read.
Gotta read.
You know, you gotta read.
But at the same time, now we're using emojis and all
Yeah.
these different things to communicate. You know what I mean? Like thumbs up. Like there was a farmer with this company, and they were just decided on prices, and the company said, "Yeah, this is the price," and the farmer said thumbs up and agreed to it. And then something happened, and it shifted all the prices, and it really went more expensive for the farmer. And he's like,
Okay,
"No,
so he said,
we agreed." Took it to court, and that thumb was admissible.
Wow.
So he won because of the thumb in a text.
So I was telling you this earlier, and Jay, you were trying to fix this shit. So my update for my iPhone happened, and I've been to the Apple Store twice, and they can't figure it out. My emojis are gone. They're there, but when you predictive text, if I say pizza to you or rock, it doesn't show up.
no shit.
And that's fucked me up because I'm like trying to end a conversation with somebody or whatever, and I type fist because I usually just go like fist, like rock man.
yeah.
And now it's just I'm typing the word fist to people.
Right. You know, I think that's an Apple thing, bro, because I'm having issues with both of my MacBooks. When I'm going to look for one of my designs, I'll type it in and nothing will pop up. And it's like I know that it's saved, right? Like I know that this
Right.
logo's here. So I'll have to go digging into the folders to find it. And I was actually trying to dig into it this morning, and it seems like once the memory gets to a certain point where, like, you know, you've got less than a gig left on available free space, the MacBook
that makes
just
sense.
starts
Well,
fucking-
that could be what the problem is my phone is super full. It's like
so that's what it is.
That's
so
probably what it is.
I just
he fixed it.
Yep.
Genius
and,
bar over
and
here.
Apple couldn't do it. Let's go. Hey, I fixed his Apple computer the other day.
He did. He did.
I'm
What's
a
wrong with
little
yours?
I'm a little maintenance man.
The keyboard was sticky.
we-
It wasn't.
I actually don't use a laptop very often. So that has nothing to do with that. But no, it's 2015 and the cable is just rough.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it wasn't
2015.
charging, so
Yeah.
cleaned it off a little bit, and then it started working, and then it stopped, and then I figured out it's just the wires, you know, just from fucking 10 years of pulling on that thing.
The phones are wild because like I went to Free Space
Mm-hmm.
and I have so many videos downloaded that I didn't realize I had multiple ones.
Yeah,
of the same.
Every time you send that out in a text message, bro, it saves it.
Yeah.
So it's like, why do I have 6 of these fucking 300
Of my
meg
own
videos?
music videos that are taking up like megabytes.
They're good like that, bro.
Yeah.
One thing you can do is you can go into your text messages and you can delete them after a year.
Oh.
So I don't like Kaylin hates that. She wants everything stored. She wants the I love yous from 2010, right? So
you're not being romantic. You deleted our messages. So you're like, I proposed to you at the Grand Canyon.
right. But you know, it's just.
What more do you want?
What else do you want from me?
I mean, you don't realize how much like data is stored into in just your iMessage, bro. It's crazy. So
I cleared that out. Mm-hmm. And I started to do, and I freed up a lot of space, a little bit. But I mean, I think you're right about that. Though the emojis are,
it's probably
too full.
it's the dumbest thing, bro. It's so aggravating because I'm over here like I've had to redo this Fido Dido logo like 6 times because every time I do it, I save it and I save it to this folder, and it's either doesn't get saved or it's saved and just won't find it.
Yeah.
Until I'm digging through my
External
60,000 files, to try to find it.
External hard drive.
Well,
Proving you're a real
even-
human being on the Cap Show.
well, even external hard drive doesn't do the trick because then I've got to carry that external hard drive everywhere, and then every time I need that logo, I need to plug it in. So that's why the iCloud. That's why I've got fucking 30 gigs of iCloud space or whatever it is, 300 gigs, something like that. But still, bro, the computer won't search iCloud to find it. It's aggravating.
Dude.
Technology goes to a
robots.
certain point, and it just can't go over that.
Steve Jobs, bro.
Steve Jobs.
We need Steve back.
I want to buy your piece of shit company for $275 million.
What time is it over there?
It is 8:40.
Oh, damn. We're going to see Avatar at 9.
Let's go, bro. We can go ahead and wrap it up, man. So if anybody wants to hear Chasing Butterflies, is the best place to hear it.
No, man. Spotify, YouTube. I'd like to plug. I have a new song coming out called "What Is It I'm Here For." You can pre-save it. You have to follow my Instagram profile. It's in there and Facebook. And I just finished recording, personally self-producing another cover album. Under the Covers Volume 2.
Under the Covers, I love it, dude. That's tight.
You didn't. My first one's out, man. It's got like a ton of shit on it. But so this second album's finished now. I'll probably release it in a few months. Alexandria Hunter's gonna do the artwork as she always does.
Hey, all right.
And we got Chili Peppers cover. We got Tom Petty cover. We got Block Party cover. We got Donnie Darko Mad World cover.
Oh,
I
shit.
got Morgan Wallen cover. Everything.
Let's go,
Like 11
bro.
songs just for fun because why not?
Why not? Yeah.
That
And
reminds me. My 2 people idols earlier, Allen Iverson and then Anthony Kiedis.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Kiedis is a wild man.
Dude,
Read his book.
I did.
Oh my god,
bro! Scar Tissue is amazing.
Just snorting heroin at 13 because he thought it was coke.
and learn about like his dad Blackie is just wild.
Yeah, dude.
That man. I mean,
He's got a really cool. Remember the story when he knew his addiction like had him by the balls. He tells this story where like he was dreaming that he was driving his car around like on a cliffside, and something kept grabbing the wheel, and he looked over, and it was his fucked up drug self grabbing the wheel of his own car and throwing him off the cliff. Like wild.
crazy.
Some Fight Club shit.
Yeah.
Anthony Kiedis has been through some shit. That man
should not be dating people. He looks ridiculous.
Yes, and now he's older and still ripped.
He's like 60 something and he's dating an 18-year-old. It's like bizarre. Look it up. It's not okay.
It's not okay. Fair enough.
I mean, good for him, but
he's at the top of the food chain. You know.
yeah, like he makes Leo look fine. Like, okay, Leo.
You know what,
Flea's
man?
about to drop an album though, his own.
Who?
Flea the bassist.
Oh, I know.
He's about to drop his solo.
Yeah, that's
And
gonna
he
be
writes
sick.
all the music anyways. You know it's gonna be
He's featuring
fucking
a lot of
good.
people on it too. It's gonna be sick.
I know.
That's
I'm
dope.
excited. Yeah.
You know, real quick, man. I know you got to go. A story I heard yesterday morning. It was one of these chicks on Instagram who's always telling like conspiracy stories and stuff like that. She said that she had somebody reach out to her in her DMs and say that she she's part of like the Hollywood circle, right? She's just one of her friends is a celebrity, and she went to a party and met a Hollywood actor, and she said they were giving eyes back and forth, and that she wouldn't say who it was, but I think it's either Jared Leto, Johnny Depp, or Leo.
Yeah.
That's what you were just talking about.
Yeah.
And she said that she went up to the bar to get a drink. He stepped over and he was like, he complimented her on her drink, and that was it. And then they were about to leave the party, and then he came up and said, "Hey, do you want to come back to my house? We're having an after party there." So her girlfriend was gassing her up. She's like, "Yeah, you're probably gonna get some. Go over there." So she goes to the party. He's not there yet. She's at the front gate. It's locked. She hits the thing, and she's like, "I don't even know if he knows my name," right? Yeah. So the Uber's like, "Hey, I've got this girl," dropping her off. So they open the. She ends up texting the guy, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll be there. You beat me there." So she gets in the house. There's like 15 people there, all hanging out, drinking, just waiting for this guy to get there. And when he gets there, he comes right to her. They go up to the room. They have sex, and she says it was really boring in Manila. But then she thought the night was over. And then once everybody started leaving, he asked if she wanted to go do an after party. And she was like, yeah, like that's cool. So she said that they went to the back corner of his house and went down an elevator into a private suburban car and drove underground for 20 minutes, and then got to this like warehouse, right? And in the warehouse, the whole thing was lit red, and there was art installations. And there was one where there was this lady that was standing in the middle of a bull ring, and there was a bullfighter. Another one was like a tarot card reader. So everything
Real
wasn't
people.
all crazy. Yeah. And so there was this other art installation where there was these two people that were naked, blindfolded, glass all in front of them, and there was like 40 people around them, and she was all that they were trying to tell these people where to walk. And she was like, you can look at their feet and tell that this shit was real. Like, feet are bloody, the whole nine.
That's wild.
Yeah, and
terrible.
she was, and bro, the way the story was told, it's like I believe all of it,
Yeah.
every single piece of it, because there was too much detail.
Yeah.
And she said that some guy came up to her dressed in a just a regular suit but had a wolf mask on.
Yeah.
And whoever was with her, Leo or Johnny Depp or whoever it was like, "Come on with me. Like, you don't, like, you're not even ready for that." So she, after the glass thing, she was like, I'm not comfortable here.
Yeah.
And so he was a gentleman and ended up, he's like, "Okay, we can leave." So they get back in the car. They don't take the tunnel, the underground tunnel. They end up taking the roads, and they end up dropping her off somewhere where she had to get an Uber to get home. And she's like, this thing was like 20 minutes from Beverly Hills, so I don't know like what area it was.
Yeah.
So I start going down this rabbit hole, bro. Fucking Jack Nicholson. There's like a couple older actors that all have underground tunnels to the Playboy Mansion, and then Johnny Depp has, in 2016, he started a project where he was taking all 5 of his houses and doing underground tunnels so he can go from house to house without being above the street.
I mean,
That's wild.
That's wild, bro.
so they
wild.
don't have. She's not allowed to obviously say who the person was.
Right.
But I bet we could do some digging on that.
Oh, for sure, dude. I've already narrowed it down to those 3, 100%.
I don't think it would be Leto. I bet that would be. I don't know.
That's what Caitlin said too. Caitlin was like, "That's not Jared Leto," and I'm like, "Do you know about him in the Laurel Canyon?"
No.
Fucking go down that rabbit hole.
Okay.
So he owns a record studio that was owned by like the government, that was out in like the fucking Laurel Canyon where
Yeah.
they would do testing for UFOs and weird shit. But now he owns it, and like that's where he does all of his recording.
Oh
out
wow,
there.
that's cool.
Yeah. So, anyways, man. All right, we'll let you get to the movie, bro.
I don't even know where Ashley is, but thank you so much for having me. I love chopping it up with you guys, so thanks. Appreciate anybody
Yes,
tuning
sir.
in.
Jordan Frank with 2 O's, Jordon. I've actually even made that mistake, and it was printing on some of your merch.
Yeah.
I fucking put the A on there.
Love your
it's
merch,
It's just how quick the fingers are, bro. So,
Predictive text.
yep.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next week on another episode of the PowWow. Brittany
Appreciate you.
checking in.
Brittany, check in. Hi.
We'll be home soon, right?
Right.
All right. Appreciate you guys.
I've
We'll
made
see you
2
next week.
flyers with your name, and I've got them right both times, Jordan. Just so you know.
Oh, come on, man. All right, everybody. We'll see you next week.
All love.
Love you guys.
Appreciate y'all.
Later.
Peace. Later. Bye.